Hello students, I am Dr. Kumar Rathore, Assistant Professor Kumar Bhatia, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science in Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Students, today's topic is concept of sanskara. So, about the sanskar, start with introduction. In Ayurveda, the word sanskar is introduced as sanskaro hi kar gunantara dhara, which means quality improvement carried out by incorporating the specific quality, transforming of the qualities. Physician can also assess the proper growth and development of the child while performing these sanskara. The Upanishad mentions sanskar as mean to grow and prosper in all four aspects of human pursuit: dharma, arth, kam, moksha. So, the number of sanskar varies in different Hindu dharmas granth. It is about 16 to 40. In Grahya Sutra, there is a mention of 18 to 21 sanskar, while in Muni Smriti, 13 of them, and Vatam Grahya Sutra, 40 of them are explained, while the 16 sanskar explained by Maharshi Dayanand are widely expected and taken into consideration by Ayurveda acharyas. These 16 sanskars are often referred to as the Shodash sanskar. Shodash sanskar is called 16 sanskar. So they are Garbhadhan sanskar, sacrament in impregnation or conception. Consummation sanskar, engendering a male issue. Simantunayan, hair parting. Jat sanskar, birth ritual. Nam sanskar, naming ceremony. Nishkaman sanskar, first outing or outing ceremony. Seventh is Annuprashan sanskar, feeding ceremony. Eighth is Chuda Karm or Mundan sanskar, shaving of head. Kanvedan sanskar, piercing of earlobes. Upnayan sanskar, sacred thread initiation. Vedaram, beginning of Vedic study. Samavartan, end of studentship. Vivaha, marriage ceremony. Vanprasth, renouncing the household life. And sannyas, leading the life of a monk. And Antyeshti means that ceremony. So it's all about 16 sanskars mean. So we will describe here 8 sanskar in up to Balyavastha according to Ayurveda. So sanskar in the pregnant lady, first is Garbhadhan sanskar. These are the sanskar done during the period of pregnancy. This can be referred to as the prenatal sanskar. The three sanskar which fall under Garbh sanskar and Garbhadhan, Kunsuman and Simantunan sanskar. So वह वर्गीकरण different stages of the 8 sanskar done. Garbhavastha in pregnant lady, prenatal periods, Garbhadhan, Kunsuman and Simantunayan. Then Balyavastha in childhood, neonatal period, Jatkan sanskar, infantile periods, Nishkraman, Karnvedar or Annaprashan sanskar. So preschool or school ages, Chudakam, Upnayan or Vedaram sanskar. In Yuvavastha, in adult, Samavartan, Vivaha, Vanprasthashram, Sannyas, and last Antyeshti Sanskar. So here is where Vibhajan, according to where Vibhajan, Sanskar is divided by three: Garbhavastha, Balyavastha, and Yuvavastha. So here is 8 types of Sanskar we will describe broadly. So first is Garbhadhan Sanskar. The word meaning Garbhadhan is placing to seed in the womb. Procreation of compulsory duty enjoined to pay back his ancestral debt, except when either or both the parents are functionally unfit. The aim of this sanskar is to get high quality progeny. The auspicious day, the time is fixed for Garbhadhan and the sacrament follow is a set guide. According to Acharya, this sanskar should be performed only after 4 years of marriage. Husband is 25 years and wife is 16 years. Both the parents should be um, Purna Vriyavan and should purify their bodies first by undergoing Shodhan process. The articulated mantras represented in the sanskar are essentially prayer offered to God to help the bride female conceive a good son. So, second is Punsavan Sanskar. The term Punsavan literally means male procreation. So, the process which is adopted for achieving progeny of desired sex is known as the Punsavan Sanskar. Punsavan is one of the Shodash Sanskar karm performed. The day is fixed on the basis of lunar calendar on specific stars rising on that day. Normally, when Punarvasu, Pushya, Anuradha, Mula, Shravana, and Markshish stars, all the male stars rising for the day. According to Acharya Charak, this should be performed after conception but before Vyakti Bhava of organ. Vyakti Bhava of organ, Pravyakti Bhava up to 2 months while just after achieving the conception. Labd Garbhavastha. So according to Acharya Shastra, this sanskar is performed basically with three main intentions such as ichha, pratyagrahan, inhalation of drug, ichha pratyagrahanam by coitus for achievement of conception, garbhadhan, garbhadharanam immediate after conception for its purpose implantation, and garbha garbhasthapanam before 3 months for changes of sex for male progeny. Here, the juice expresses for crystal roots of Shwet Shwet uprooting during Pushya Nakshatra should be instilling in the woman's herself right nostril for son and left nostril for daughter. Or drug like Lakshmana, Vajshringi, leaf buds of Ficus bengalensis, Sahadev, Vishwadev, etc. Pistils with cow milk and juice expressed. 3 to 4 drops should be instilled in the woman's right nostril for getting sun. She should not spit it. And third is Simantunayan Sanskar. This is the last sanskar of pregnancy periods of mother. It is usually performed in the 4 to 6, 7, 8 month. 4th, 6th, 7th, and 8th month. The word Simantunayan is derived from the two words Simant meaning the line of the parting of the hair and Unnayan meaning combing hair before the side. Simantunayan meaning parting the wife scalp hair, drawing the hair from the sides upward. As a result, pleasant frequency enter her body through the Shahras chakra, Shahastra chakra, and facilitate the proper growth of the fetus. When performing a sanskar on the fetus in the womb, a flat earthen plates which represent the uterus is used. Just as for Punsaman, a lunar asterism with the masculine gender is necessary so also for Simantunayan. If the sanskar is performed in a month with the even number. So sanskar during Balyavasthas. Zatkan sanskar, this is the first and foremost sanskar done to the child after birth. The sanskar is the first referred in Achalayan Sutra. Achalayan Sutra. The process is socio-cultural and medically important. According to Acharya Charak, immediate after the birth, baby should be given madhu and grath mixed together. So together and the dose both being not mentioned, hence taken in equal quantity, mantras are chanted before it, and mantras is selected for the different Vedas as per the jati, kul, and birth. Thereafter, breastfeeding should be started from breast. A pot filled with hot and cool water, blending with mud should be kept near the head of the baby, probably to maintain proper humidity in Varagar. So Acharya Shushruth opines that after Nabinal Chedan on first day, the child is revived with cold water sprinkling Thereafter, honey and ghee mixed with the ananta powder in a small quantity and sanctified with chants is made to lick using anamika fingers 3 times. One on second and third day, honey and ghee dedicated with Lakshmana is administration for 3 times. And fourth day, honey and ghee is amount which fills the palm of neonates. So, uh, Pani Talmita gives 2 times, and after that, mother's milk is given. So, according to Acharya Shushruth, fourth day, mother milk is given. Fourth is Namkaran Sanskar. It is religious ceremony conducted by the family members to keep the name of the newborn child, which gives personally identified to the child. A function of the ceremony is also a guardian devas, angels, to connect with the individual so they can start guiding him or her in their life. The Namkan Sanskar can be simple or elaborate ceremony. Naming ceremony through looks to be very simple has its impact throughout life of the child as that particular child is identified by that name. This is performed on 10th day of life, according to Charak, and 10th day life onwards. So, and Lagu Bhagavad can be postponed up to 100 days. And 12th day for male baby and 13th day for female baby as per some other factor. And fifth is Nishkraman Sanskar. As about Nishkraman means ceremony of taking the baby out of Kumaragan. This enables the baby to familiarize with the external environment. It is performed the fourth month. It is very important, fourth month, according to Vagvat and Acharya Kashyap by father and mother. Here the child is the first time taken outside, usually the temple with Shanknath and chanting with Vedic mantra. The baby is given bath adoringly, wearing clean clothes, causing mustard, honey, and grath, gorochan, along with the dhatri, should be taken out by the house and ready enter the temple. Thereafter, worship the Agni with grath and akshat with akshat, and then after venerating the Brahman or Vishnu, Skand, Matrika, and other family gods with Gandha and Pushpa, Dhoop and Mala, etc., gives an eatable substance, and so many others matter. Thereafter, reciting the Brahmanas and taking their blessing and saluting the Gurus should re-enter own house. Having entered, the physician should recite the mantra for offering. This is the act of introducing to the sorry, and the sixth is Tudakarma Sanskar. This Sanskar involve shaving the head. This is performed by the son of Uttarayan. Sun is in Uttarayan. This is done within a 1 year up to 3 years. Manusmriti and Gurya Sutra. The Sanskar performed in order to attain longevity, strength and radiance. This Sanskar involves first shaving of the child's hair. The shaving blade should be harmless. According to the Shushu, the cutting of hairs means giving slightness, prosperity, courage, and happiness. Especially arrange the top hair called shikha. But Shushu gives the specific scientific explanation by telling that the area of the side of the sira and sandhi are these top hairs protect this part. Seventh is Karn Vedan Sanskar. This is performed on 6th, 7th, and 8th month, Shushruth and Bhagavad to according, or 3 to 5th month, Parashar Gurya Sutra. According to Shushruth, in auspicious Tithi, Murat and Nakshatra. After reciting auspicious hymns, the child should be placed in the lap of the wet nurse or male attendant, engaging the consoling with him toys, and the physician pulling the ear with its left hand should paring the ear in the middle of the Karnpita, where the skin is thinner. Devkratika Chakra. With his right hand slowly and even by middle and oval in case of thin. He closed respectively. The male child first, the right ear should be pierced, but the female child left ear should be pierced first. Then the Pichu Vritti be inserted, usually performed in the auspicious day in winter season. Eighth is Upnayan Sanskar. This sanskar is the first step of the long journey toward the goal of self-realization. It correlates with the preschool age, 3 to 6 years. Amongst all the sanskar, the Upnayan sanskar is considered to be the foremost value. Through fairness common, it is also sometimes conducted for girls. In some regions of modern North India, the ceremony is often conducted as the immediate precursor of wedding ceremony. Then, instead of during adolescence, while in other regions it is the most always associated with the adolescence, with regards to this, it is very important. The child enters studentship and the life is perfect discipline which involve brahmacharya, where the boy is handed over the teacher for his education. And ninth is Vedaram Sanskar. The Sanskar is variously named. It is called Vidyaram, Akshararam, or Akshara Vikaranam, and Akshara Lekhana by different writers. As a child's acquired capacity, strength to learn, and education should be started, usually performed at 8 years. This sanskar correlates with school age 6 to 12 years. So that's all about the sanskar about Balyavastha to Yuvavastha. So hope this video is informative and beneficial to you. Thank you. Thank you so much.